Now, there was a time when important people said silly things and got away with it. But this is not that time. Social media has proven how smashing an egg on the right person's head can make you a household name. Also, how someone in the spotlight can ill afford to mess up. Because people will find out. Just ask Imran Khan.
Following the Christchurch mosque attacks, Imran Khan, Pakistan's Prime Minister, took to Twitter to condemn the violence. He said, quote, "I blame these increasing terror attacks on the current Islamophobia post 9/11, where Islam and 1.3 billion Muslims have collectively been blamed for any act of terror by a Muslim. This has been done deliberately to also demonize legitimate Muslim political struggles." To weigh in on the legitimacy of a political struggle is a slippery slope, especially for Pakistan's Prime Minister. For all his concern about the demonizing of the world's billion-plus Muslim population, he just claimed he didn't know enough about 10 million of them. Khan's comments come even as the international community has been dragging Beijing over the coals for clamping down on Uighurs. So much so that China has actually floated the idea of inviting the ambassadors of some countries to visit Xinjiang. It's here that China is running what it calls vocation centers for Uighurs. But these camps have variously been described as internment or detention centers where Uighurs are being forced to abandon their religion and culture.
Then there's China, which is in a league of its own when it comes to human rights violations. In just 2018, China intensified its campaign of detaining Muslim minority groups at record levels. Today, more than 1 million Uighurs, ethnic Kazakhs, and other Muslims are interned in re-education camps designed to erase their religious and ethnic identities. The government also is increasing its persecution against Christians, Tibetans, and anyone who espouses different views from those or advocates, those of government or advocates change.
Imran Khan is unlikely to question a bankrolling Beijing on Uighurs and their treatment. Some estimates put Pakistan's debt to China at upwards of $40 million. But that didn't stop Twitter users from picking up on Khan's hypocrisy when it comes to the treatment of Muslims. From suggesting he referred to the US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo's recent tweets on China's mistreatment of Uighurs, to others asking him to pick up a newspaper every now and then, Imran Khan received a range of flak for feigning ignorance about the Uighurs. But his comments have also highlighted more clearly that Islamabad's relationship with Beijing is inordinately disproportionate, one that sees it kowtow to China in exchange for massive monetary assistance. Beijing is better for the bargain. If the head of one of the most populous Islamic republics in the world can claim to not know enough about a 10 million strong Uyghur population, on what grounds can others raise questions? The responsibility for that rests at your doorstep, Mr. Khan. Bureau Report, Wion. World is One.